Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel. We are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and today we have a really fun deck. I'm super excited to play, but before we get into today's deck, just want to remind everybody, again, thank you so much. A couple days ago, we hit 3,000 subscribers, and that is, again, amazing that that happened. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next goal, obviously 4, then 5, then a million. Let's just keep on rocking it. But again, if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Please leave a comment down below and hit that bell icon to be notified of when these videos go live. Again, love making content for everybody. Want to keep doing it for as long as possible. So with that being said, let's just hop into today's deck. We're calling it Vito's Revenge. Now, the reason we're calling it that is we're playing a pretty interesting combo with one of the new cards in M21. And that's Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. He's a 3-mana 1/3, and he says whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And he also has a secondary ability to give all your creatures lifelink for 5 mana, which is kind of not the point of this deck. But what happens here is we have him in play, and then we're able to cast the Revenge side of Revival Revenge. For 6 mana, we're going to double our life total, and then target opponent loses half their life rounded up. So how it works is they'll actually... The ordering of it, the way it resolves when you actually cast this, is they're going to lose half their life first. And it may all happen at the same time, but visually, your opponent is going to lose half their life first, and then you're going to double your life total, which means you're going to gain however much life you had, and then they're going to lose that much life. So if you're both at 20, they're going to go down to 10, and then they're going to go down to -10 because you just get so. It's pretty cool. So we have a lot of other crazy things we can do in regards to life gain, and we have everybody's not so favorite combo, Cat Oven. So we have Witch's Oven, lets us sack a creature to get a food. Cauldron Familiar comes into play. Opponent loses a life, we gain a life. And remember, anytime we're gaining life, this is triggering with Vito in play. And then we gain a life, they lose a life, and so on and so on. So Cauldron Familiar, we can return from our graveyard by sacking a food. We also have Daxos. Anytime a creature comes into play, we're going one of our creatures comes into play, we're going to gain a life. That means our opponent would lose a life with Vito. Corpse Knight, whenever another creature enters a battlefield, our opponent's going to lose a life. Celebrant, whenever another creature or planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain a life, which causes them to lose another life. You can kind of see where this is going as well. Bastion of Remembrance, same thing. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. Ayara, anytime a creature comes into play under your control, each opponent loses a life and you gain 1 life. And then we have some recursion spells. I mean, we have 3 Lurises because we want to be casting pretty much everything over here if it hits the graveyard. And then we have Kaya's Ghost Form to protect just some of our key combo pieces. Maybe it'll be on Vito, maybe it'll be on Celebrant or Corpse Knight. Or Luris, but other than that, I mean, it's really in there, again, to protect our creatures from dying. That way they just come right back into the... So on top of this, we also have 24 land, or I'm sorry, 22 land. So since we're playing a pretty cheap deck, the curve's really low, really stops at 3. Even though we do want to be casting a 6 mana spell, the curve really stops at 3. We can just get there like this. But yeah, I mean, this deck is pretty simple. Again, it's a lot of just low to the ground cards and just trying to ping our opponents for 1, gain 1 life at a time, which pings them for another 1. We're just kind of trying to do this tiny, just ping, 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 get them, and just be done with it over the course of a couple turns. All right, so we're going to hop into the gameplay, and let's see how we do. And then we will be back at the wrap-up to talk about what we liked and what we didn't like. So we'll see you guys soon. All right, Vito's Revenge coming at you guys. This is a take on an aggro deck, but focused on life gain. Focused on everybody's least favorite combo, Cat Oven. We're going first. I can get behind this hand. Not the best hand, but definitely something. Okay. Sure. You did it. Alright, we're gonna hold off on playing the revival. Alright, so we're playing against goblins. So, I think utilize our mana the best here. Throw out a Bastion. I bet this is a Goblin Warlord. Oh, world. Okay. This guy is definitely using his resources very interestingly. We're not blocking. No blocks. Do we want to attack? Nope. Next turn we get to gain a bunch of life. Alright, so he's going to have his third land next turn. Probably just plays the Ember Hauler here, I'm assuming. So I'm okay with this. We actually had another one. So if he can't kill the Vito, I think we're good. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to tell him good game. And then kaboom! Wow. Okay. Vito has exacted his revenge. All right, guys. It's game 2. It's time to hydrate. Oh, yeah. Blord D. All right, well, we are going to keep this. So would really love to hit a third black source. Don't think you heard me correctly. We're playing against mono black or maybe like black green, black red. Gotta be something like that, right? Mardu. Well, we've got the Celebrant Knight combo on the board. A little afraid of a Cry of the Carnarium here. Oh, it's a Honden deck, okay. Well, could have gotten a food there, but really no reason to. That's gonna bite us in the ass on the way later, I'm sure. So again, we really want to hit a, not that. There we go. Do it this time. A little bit of life. It adds up. All right, so okay, there's no kind of ordering issue here. Yep, good game. All the damage. Oh. That was I mean, that was a win. A win's a win, so remember guys, hydrate. Yeah, that was fun. We're still seeing a lot of like Hondan / Shrine builds. You know, yesterday we were seeing them a lot. All right. Well, I think we have to keep this, right? Got quite a nice little combo here. So Uro? Oh, Grazer. Grazer into land. Feel the ruin. Okay. This is a safe play. Definitely need to get this witch's oven going pretty quickly. Let's tap it for black. Very surprised that we actually saw a counterspell there. Oh, and he just gives up. All right. Gotta love how people just give up there. Ether Wild. Okay. See what he's playing. In my head, he's playing a like a green black deck. All right, so we're gonna keep. We can go familiar into oven, Bastion. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and slam this. Do we take it? That's the only thing about doing this combo that I don't like, is actually having to click every single time. Alright, so what do we got over there? Red, white. Probably mutate? Maybe like a porky parrot or something? Oh, transmogrify. Here comes the Ulamog. Yep, yep, yep. Pretty good hit here, actually. Don't know if we can win. Don't know if we can win here, though. Gonna be close. Okay, need you to do some stuff. Come on. Come on, my friend. So it's gonna be close. So he should have done that during his upkeep. Pull to the bottom. Okay. Always a good sign. So that'll deal 3 damage more to him, 4 damage, 5 damage. Okay. Yep. Wow, we beat an Ulamog, guys. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, all those little pings and everything add up pretty quickly. Cat Oven might be a little degenerate, but we're playing against a whole band right now. We're playing against Tool. Opponent goes first. We're gonna give this a shot. Okay. It's a good pick. Good pick. That was a good draw. So I know what you're thinking. Why do it this way? Well, had we been doing it the other way, I mean, Cry the Cranarium, it would have been like we didn't want to put ourselves in a situation where he could remove it as an instant, and then we wouldn't have a way to, you know, not recur it. So that's the reason we did it that way. But knowing that he has Cry the Cranarium in play. So we just have to keep being super aggressive here. Yep. Wow, good game. Yeah, and all he had was removal, so I mean, you have to play threats in your deck. You know, you can't just fill your deck with a bunch of removal and like that. Once was clean. We're getting some really fast pairings, guys, so that's actually pretty exciting. You don't have any ones or twos. I think we have to mulligan. This is a keeper. I think we can get rid of that. All right, we got ourselves a cat. What are you playing over there? Mono blue. Blue black, okay. All right, well, we're losing Ayara, so it actually didn't matter. It was a hit. Sure. Sure thing, buddy. Alright, so he's up to 4 mana. He still has 5 cards in his hand. So definitely worth noting. Alright, so Daxos is getting killed. Alright, double black, so now I'm sure we gotta start worrying about stuff. Hmm. Okay. Alright, so he has another kill spell. So he's drawn 4, essentially. Just kind of ridiculous. But he's drawn 3 specifically of the Drown in the Walks. You're cashing in that Narset if you're gonna use it. Okay. He's gonna go after the Cruel Celebrant. Now we're just gonna kind of hang out. And we get to draw a card now, so pretty good. Doesn't really do anything against the cat right now. Well, those were 2 really good draws. So he goes to 7. Probably should have attacked and then sacked the one that he blocked. But yeah, the fact that he drew God, you constantly have things. Well, that sucks. That's in our hand. So we're probably gonna get thought erased here. I mean, if we don't get thought erased, well, Ashiok. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna get tutelaged. Yep. Ashiok. You gain no life. Our opponent is playing a little slow. So, I mean, that really just sealed the deal. Ooh, wow. What a crazy and close game. Crazy close. Yeah, that guy had a lot of removal in his deck and a lot of graveyard hate. But we managed to Angel 24 Marin. We managed to get there with some, I feel like, some really good playing around stuff. So, I don't know if this is a hand we want. This is a little bit better. Not the best, but interesting. Okay. Oh, don't like taking damage, but all right, we're at 15. We're gonna go ahead and not gonna do anything yet. would love to draw a land, but because I want to be able to ghost form Vito and exact his ultimate revenge. This is kind of ridiculous. You've drawn 3 lightning strikes? Don't tell me you drew that 4th one. This is most likely a Phoenix deck, yep. There we go. So now we just want to draw a couple land. He has 1 Phoenix in the graveyard. We have 9 points of damage on the board right now. Oh, we have 12 points of damage on the board. Hmm. We'll definitely take 5. All right, so we're gonna gain a bunch of life here. We're gonna take the damage first. Oh my god, really? That puts us at 7. This is lethal. And we overfed our opponent and we killed him with food. That was I feel like a pretty sweet win. I'm glad that we got to see that. All right, guys, welcome back to the wrap up. That was so fun. We went 7-0 with this deck. I'm very surprised. We got to see this deck win in a lot of different ways. The very first game, we actually were able to pull off our combo. Then, we had one person quit because they knew what was going to happen. Eventually, we got to see just the ping aspect where we just ping, ping, ping. We got to see the cat oven get there. And then we got to see Vito just kind of hold our opponent down and force feed him. You know, kind of like some weird Wagwa thing where they force feed the ducks, which is not good. You know, I don't support that. But we basically overfed our opponents and by sacking food, giving it to them, and every time we gained 3 from a food, we made them lose 3 life. So it was pretty amazing. Again, we saw this deck just come at them from a lot of different directions. It's really cool when you can actually see a deck do that. So I highly recommend giving this deck a try. You know, this is a relatively inexpensive deck. A lot of the cards in this deck are commons and uncommons. Yeah, there are a few rares in here. Obviously, you know, you got the new Vito, you got Luris, you got Ayara, Revival, and Revenge, and then you have the land. But other than that, I mean, commons and uncommons. So I would, and you probably have a lot of these. Maybe you don't have the Vitos, but, you know, craft a couple of Vitos, give it a shot. So I would really be interested in what you guys think about this deck. Please leave a comment down below in the section with what you liked about this deck, what you maybe didn't like, maybe some cards that we forgot to include that maybe we can help, or maybe that'll help improve the deck, make it a little bit better. And, you know, also maybe you have your own version of this deck, so leave that in the comments down below. As well as, again, if you're not in the Discord channel, guys, please join the Discord. It is so much fun. And as well, and if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe, please like, please hit that bell icon. Anything you can do to interact with the channel would be amazing. Again, guys, you guys are so awesome. Love interacting with you. You guys keep staying safe. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers such as yourselves. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and help growing the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons we have listed here for supporting the channel.